Hello, my name is Aaron Presley. I'm a student at Arizona State University in the Masters of Public Administration Urban Management Emphasis program. I also attended University of Arizona where I studied political science. I also went to Paradise Valley Community College in North Phoenix. Thank you very much for having me submit this video to interview for the position of city manager. I really think I am the best person for the position. Before we get started, let me tell you just a little bit about myself. I'm originally from Compton, California. That's in LA. But I've lived here in Arizona for about 16, 17 years. It's where I consider my home. A lot of my friends and family live here, and I don't see myself living anywhere else in the foreseeable future. Again, thank you for having me here to interview for this position or submit this video to interview for this position. Now let's get started with some of the questions I have from you guys. So I decided to study public policy or in the realm of public policy because I consider myself a public servant and I find purpose in figuring out ways that government can better serve its constituency as far as providing services and goods as efficiently as possible. That brings me a sense of purpose, and I think that it's something that I love to do. If I wasn't in the public sector, I'd be volunteering. I think I see myself as a public servant in that sense, and I feel like my college courses have definitely prepared me well for this position as of city manager. I think that courses as far as I've taken in my MPA program, such as public budgeting and finance, just learning how to work with budgets, how to make sure that that all the money is accounted for, that we're working and allocating funds efficiently for the right projects. I think that also my course as far as courses go as far as human resource management, how to manage employees or work with peers efficiently and respectfully, and how to address conflict resolution or conflicts as they arise, or things that I've picked up from my college courses. And also there's a lot of insight I've picked up from my professors as far as just things that they've gone through as city manager, or things they've gone through as public officials, and how they handled it. They've instilled in me a lot of invaluable knowledge about how to go about being a professional in this type of environment. So I think that my college courses, my college education has been very valuable as far as giving me skills and knowledge that I can apply in the position of city manager. And I would say that if I was dropped off in a strange place and I didn't know anyone, what would I say about me? How I define myself. I think that I would tell them, first, I'm an outgoing person. I'll let them know that I'm someone they can talk to, and that I'm a knowledgeable person. That if there's any kind of conversation going on, I'm trying my best to listen. And if not, I'm also trying my best to add value to the conversation, and that I'm a person who likes to have a good time, and I'm also a person who is open to a lot of ideas and new ideas. I'm very accepting of a lot of different views and backgrounds. That I'm someone that they can confide in. That's how I would define myself to them. And as far as there any reason why you should not hire me, I mean, if I did right now, I can't think of any. But if you were to look at my social media, there's nothing on there that I think is embarrassing or inappropriate that of a public official. I'm becoming a public official. I definitely try to keep my social media, very PG, very presentable, professional. You just use it mostly just to laugh and talk with friends or family. And even if you were to look at my LinkedIn profile, I think you would actually be impressed by the connections I have on there and how I use the platform to communicate with past coworkers or people I haven't even met yet. I've made a lot of great connections through the platform, and I typically, just in general, try to keep my social media profile in the most professional manner as possible. If I was offered the job, I would say that colleagues would very, very impressed with my performance after, at my 1 year anniversary. They would say that, this is someone who rarely calls in sick, is usually always present, has good ideas. I think they would say that I'm someone that they can confide in, someone they can trust, who's honest. They would say that, this is someone who really takes the job to heart and is working for the best working at the best of his abilities for the constituency, and he's a selfless person. He's willing to stay late, come in early, and work hard. Even sometimes even on the weekends. I think they would say that I'm someone that they think that they can count on, and that they're proud to have me as city manager. And I think as far as my life, as far as things that have been most challenging, I can't really think about what's been hard, but as far as for what's been enduring, is just the challenges I've had as being a student and working at the same time, full time. And it's something that I've definitely have to learn how to balance. Just being busy with work and school and still finding time for friends and family and things like that. But I just try and use every organizational tool available for me, and basically try and plan ahead as much as possible. Try not to do things that I think would be too big of a waste of time or anything like that. But I think I've found a great balance and a good routine. And no matter what's thrown at me, I usually have time to finish my work, finish things that I have to, but also spend good time with friends and family. And I've acquired a lot of skills and knowledge as far as just public speaking, just things as far as how to communicate with people, how to handle certain situations, how to go about learning or researching about things that I don't even know about. Just being open to new ideas and things like that. As far as skills and knowledge, that I think would be definitely helpful for this position. I think as a city manager, you got to know how to communicate, how to move and shake, and those are things that I've picked up throughout my collegiate career and my professional career, working on political campaigns, working in issue advocacy groups, also working, in the public sector as far as the state level, at the city level. These are all skills, and these are all places that I've worked that I think have given me a lot of skills and knowledge about how to address, a myriad of issues that might come up as a city manager. And again, I'd just like to say that this is, again, like one of my dream positions. This is my dream position. This is what I'm working to for my whole career. And I think that I would be the best candidate for this position. I will work very hard to make sure that I'm giving you the results you guys think you would be expecting of a city manager. And if I have any questions for you guys, it's just that I just like to wonder, what is your ideal city manager? What does that look like? What kind of work do they do? And then I'd also like to ask, how does your last city manager, handle like work-life balance, or what is your idea of the work-life balance in this position? And really, that's about it. I think that this is a position I've been working for my whole life. I think I'm ready, and I'm really glad that you've given me the opportunity to submit this video to interview for the position. Without further ado, I'd like to say thank you again. My name is Aaron Presley. I'm a student at the Arizona State University in the Masters of Public Administration program. And thank you, and I hope to hear back from you soon. Bye.